Hello. Good evening, traders. Welcome to the Hangout stream where it's not normal, but the stream's not gonna, the format is not gonna be like it is, 6 p.m. Eastern. It's just kind of like hanging out with the patrons. We got a good amount of them tonight, man. Look at this, dude. Look here, listen. Pretty nice turnout. About to join it. Just gonna be having an open discussion under chartsmen. But my God, man, look what we're starting the stream with anyway. Engine coin, which is up right now, 8.53%. As we were just talking about it, assets that annoy me, S-coins that annoy me. This one happens to be it, but not so much now. About time. Good Lord. Sound check. We good? Let's go, engine man. 21 cents upon you break that. I mean, I know the measure moves 22.5. That's maybe where you could reverse to, but eventually 25 cents. It only took 4 to 5 consecutive higher lows. What a freaking joke, man. All right, here we go. Hello?
Is your chat enabled?
We're live.
Yeah, fellas.
Correct.
10 days.
10 days.
10 days.
We have 10 days, chat.
Yeah, 10 days.
Dang, dude. More y'all showing up. Let's go, dude. Do you like? Hold on, let me. I got a new full alt screen, and it's just me. And it's like way too much of my face. But hey man, this is a podcast. What does Joe Rogan do? He's just like, okay, all right, man. But we talking, no charts. It's just us. Just kidding.
On DMT.
Just chatting.
Yeah, this is just chatting. So we're just hanging out now, man. A rare scene here. Just created it, but I don't know. I don't feel comfortable, really.
Imagine doing that and being interesting for 2-3 hours at a time.
No, I'm so happy for charts, man.
Just sitting there talking.
Full screen.
Yeah, some
high on marijuana's too, right? Because he's doing that the whole. Yeah.
These people are people you do not want to talk
Is that a
to.
joint?
Joint.
Alex Jones
Is that a joint?
went on there and pulled his bicep, ripped his bicep off.
No, Alex,
one of the best.
Waving his arms left and right, he tore his bicep like off, off the.
Did anybody see like that ad that he was trying to sell like this test booster that he was trying to pawn on people? And all he did was just get like a little bit more orange, and then he like ripped off his shirt in the middle of his show.
You talking about Jones or
Jones?
Not Rogan.
Not Rogan. No, it was funny as hell, man.
We're all being manipulated by interdimensional child molesters.
the water's turning the frogs gay, right? And that's another thing he said.
Not all.
I haven't had near enough beer for that conversation.
Hey, dude, check out the default chart.
Oh yeah, yeah. My alert went off this morning. It was breaking that support, quote unquote support. Yeah.
We'll blow the hayfield into the tech mouse.
Destroyed. Yeah, man.
White Walkers.
Yep. The ascending triangle, the Gartley, all that.
Now we're going to the November 16th and 18th.
Yeah, dude. 3 months straight of just pure nothingness. It was awful. We'll be there soon. I mean, we could breach that. Oh, we only need 3 more weeks probably, right after this one. 3 more weeks and it'll be the time. Same time. Man, I was better equipped to handle that lack of volatility back then than I am now, I guess.
Yeah, it's just a smaller percentage range that we're in right now. We've been, what, 9,700 to 9,100-ish for a couple months.
Well, I mean, just, once April 30th was like a peak, and then that was the beginning. You sold off a little bit, then ran up one more time, and you created that 8,500, 9,950 range.
Yeah. We even maybe a week or two. We haven't been much to the 8,500 range in a while. It's getting coiled.
You didn't realize there's a dark mode? Okay, Dill. Get wrecked, dude. Yeah, dark mode is the only mode. Even during the day, dark mode.
Easier on the eyes.
Dark and bad.
Got it for like 8 hours.
See someone's
doing it on
chart.
white screen.
Oh.
I mean, I can't even stand that Facebook hasn't have a friggin' dark screen yet. That's the stupidest decision.
Yeah, YouTube Studio just got one. I was really happy about that. It's what I use to manage comments and all these different things. So, cool. yeah, they're coming around.
I can't stand that Facebook doesn't have a thumbs down.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I know.
It's all love on Facebook.
All the Discord emojis. I want to use them in texting and all this other conversation. I just can't do it.
Oh, that'd be fun.
I agree completely.
If we could just bring those emojis to any platform, just bring them with them.
Yep. If I could have gotten member status or whatever, we could have at least brought it to YouTube. They're on Twitch. I mean, some of them are, and if I grew on Twitch, then there would be even more. But it's Twitch, man. I don't know, man.
I don't know about Twitch either.
The thing is, what's happening, you have to realize that this is the 6th day in a row where I have not been shadow banned by YouTube. And that's not happened since it started. I'm really hoping that
you got sprung from jail.
Yeah, I guess, man. They started getting that merchandise revenue. They're like, you know what? Forget about it. We'll let this guy be seen. Okay, he's making us some money. I guess, whatever.
He sold out. He's good.
Yeah, really.
Let those friggin'
He's
YouTube
corporate
scams stay on. That's
Are they still up? Are they? Have y'all seen them? Anyone seen them today?
I have seen 2 in particular with the Cardano issue. Or it's a Cardano live, and it pops up on my YouTube feed every morning. I don't know why. It's ridiculous.
I had a bunch of friends tweeting out free Bitcoin.
Wow, they got hacked or whatever too.
Yeah.
Jesus, dude, that's so messed up. It was a Twitter staff member who was phished, right? And that's how they got to all the.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, super scary. Super scary.
Was your friends verified? I thought it was only verified accounts that got hit.
Yeah, well, there was a bunch of verified people.
They definitely could have done more damage.
Yeah, think about it.
Did they already say that?
What happened? What?
That it was a Twitter staff member?
Yeah, got phished. And so I was telling Wayne this morning, thank God that the hackers were only just greedy, right? Blind greed for money. And they weren't thinking about something far more nefarious, right? Insurrection. Who knows, man? Look what's happened now with this guerrilla marketing.
If my schedule isn't crazy,
TTS.
might be able to join Patreon next month.
Okay.
Looking forward to the 30 days of fun time.
Thank you, Nefarious, for the 3s, dude. And thank you for the consideration. Well, it'll be there, dude. We'll be waiting for you, all right? Bring it home. All right. So... Look what's happening. How fast it's like a lynch mob. It's a virtual lynch mob on social media. They respond so fast to anything, whether there's strong evidence or not. It's it's like a forest fire, man. It just starts so you can't put it out.
It could have been much worse.
Yeah, big
All
time.
it takes is one thumbnail and 5 words. Suddenly everybody gets mad at it, and they don't even read the article. It's total clickbait too.
Yep.
You just spark outrage, and it's just a self-fulfilling feedback loop.
Yeah, it indirectly incites violence too, oftentimes now. Like, you're seeing it. And it's like that violence isn't really being handled well. And so that's emboldening the culprits to do it again and again. And then the powers that see the power they wield now with this crazy guerrilla social media marketing, they're going to be emboldened to cause havoc again with fake news. It's nuts, man.
You know, one of the, you know who I'm talking about, neighbor.
Yeah.
So he was
Calls
on,
things before they happen.
He was on Twitter when it was posted on his account. So he was logged in on his phone, and then all of a sudden started getting PMs, and then looked at his thing and was like, "What the hell is this?" So, because it was big corporations, a lot of celebs.
It just doesn't matter what kind of security, two-factor authentication you had. Man, that's super scary. Like, how can Bitcoin be attacked for that? I mean, that's more like, hey,
It's not Bitcoin. That's Twitter.
yeah, you need, but yeah, it's like they're using crypto because it's so final, right? The transaction fee, you can't like get it back. There's no chargeback or anything. So, but it's like, no, Twitter, if it was decentralized, right? Could that happen?
It was like they had a backdoor key. And
Yeah.
Twitter had that built in.
And they got exposed, right? Where now it's showing people getting shadow banned and stuff. That's crazy.
This feels like this is a good time to remind people, if you get an email from quote unquote Mitch Ray telling you to
It's yeah.
Bitcoin or something, it's fake.
Dude, I
Like,
don't want your Bitcoin. I'm not gonna ever email you, message you on Discord. I'm never gonna contact you asking you for Bitcoin or anything. Okay, I'm just not gonna do it.
That message that was tweeted to everybody was literally a RuneScape scam back in the day, doubling money.
That's hilarious.
It's the exact same wording and everything. It's a RuneScape scam.
Did
Wow.
anybody see that a guy started to sue AT&T because he lost 1.8 million in cryptocurrency with a SIM card
Yep.
hack? Holy crap!
Yep.
I just
Well,
saw
there's
this
more.
article
There's another guy more than that, I believe.
It's insane. It's just SIM swapping. Like, you have to call the phone company and say, "Hey, I'll never request this, so don't ever do a mail-in SIM card swap with mine, and make sure you record the phone call. Because if you don't, like, then they're held liable." So
Yeah, I remember someone that's been around too. It's not new. People have been getting wrecked by
you
that.
You have to have someone on the inside to do it. So an employee has to be acting. So that's one guy.
Yeah, that's what happened.
They did it with one of the substratum guys here where I live. It was just a Verizon dude.
Yeah. All they need is an employee to switch out numbers. They find a mark and give them the name and say, "Hey, send me the SIM card with."
Don't give them
that guy's
instructions.
number.
People listening. You've got him going out and doing that.
Does anybody else notice the comment scams?
First. I'm sorry, say again.
Does
Cancel
anybody else
culture
notice the
needs to
comment
seriously
scams
go.
on
But people are
YouTube
being locked up at
comments?
home, and it's making
Where
it worse.
you'll just
Cause
scroll
their
down and all of a
voice.
sudden see
They busted
Yeah,
some
there's
people
You read a
running
story,
around.
and at the end
they
it's like
cause their
it's
suitors.
an email address and
Attracting
a
the
phone
people
number.
with the crypto.
yeah, and then there's like 30 likes over top of everybody.
Thank you,
The
DeForest,
top amount of likes.
for the threes.
It's just pure scam.
Guys promoting.
Still,
It is getting
not
worse.
scamming, though. Those Russian guys, they're good to go. They verified them.
Dude, hype in the
You know,
freaking Patreon voice chat. My God.
for how many people are talking.
Just for how many people are in it.
It's
Yeah.
a record.
Is a record tonight? Let's go, man.
Forward to it.
For how many people are talking.
Back to back 200.
Yeah, back to back 200 for real, man.
We had 4 people in here one time. I think we got like 20 right now.
Yeah, like a year ago we had
Maybe
the
that.
first night of we had like it was over the entire screen for me.
but it was still only 3 people talking.
So Mr. Lodick, dude.
Win posters.
Win posters. There's someone in here who would answer that better than me, Wayne Batson. Super Chat's asking you something.
What are they asking me?
Win posters.
When patience. The artist works at the pace the artist works.
Yeah, you hear that, Mr. Lodick? Hey, I'm not criticizing.
Art can't be rushed.
Should
If you did like posters like divergences, hidden continuous divergences, and then like Gartley patterns, I'd throw that all over my walls. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think a lot of people would, but I think that's I mean, I know Wayne he's doing stuff behind the scenes.
I'm working on a shirt right now for it first, and then
Yeah.
I'll have to convert it into a larger poster after that, because that's a bigger deal with more space and info.
2FA should be enabled on a secondary device
Real.
that's not internet connected.
Sup, Nefarious, thanks for the 999 I get
Allowing
now.
multi-2FA so you can use 2 devices or 2 apps for access to hooks. People should never use SMS 2FA or email notification for 2FA to access hooks.
Yeah, Google Authenticator's lit for this stuff, right? For authentication. Or 2-factor. SMS. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like, aren't you at the mercy, depending on what application you're using? They're going to be the one dictating what kind of 2-factor authentication you use for the most part, right? So most of them aren't like SMS now.
It's one that we would recommend, or that we haven't had like an issue with, because the only thing that I'm using is a 2FA right now.
I'm using Authy.
Yeah, Authy and the Google Authenticator.
I use Authy too.
So I only use Authy for like Twitch, and all the other apps I use are cool with Google. I don't know.
Kraken.
Authy.
I'm looking it up.
This is a good set. Music. Like, can y'all hear the music? I mean, I know y'all can't, but chat.
Yeah.
Not just Google Authenticator.
So Nefarious.
Authy is another authentication application that is on Apple and Android. It's fantastic.
Yeah, Authy. He's bringing up Authy now. Get wrecked, dude. People in the voice chat. They one-upped you. Thank you, dude. For the 1332. What happened?
Good for it. Oh, he brought up Authy as well, but I just now saw it.
Yeah, there's not too bad of a delay.
No, not really.
Oh, man, I don't know, man. Bitcoin is just... It's killing me. Whoa, Brandon Park. Alright, man. Welcome to Patreon. Up in the chat. Let's go.
10 days.
Is that a joint?
Bruh. Yeah, welcome.
What's up, Brandon, dude? Thanks for joining the Patreon.
Good day, mates.
What's up here, Kanji Jellyfish? What's good on, man?
Pop over.
Yeah, hit us up. Join the voice chat tonight. Thank you.
Best time to do it.
Good day, mate. Here's a Vegemite down there. Vegemite season's doing pretty well. Wow. What is it? Talk about the nothing. The Crypto Miracle. You had one chance to tell us what to talk about, and you ruined it. Sorry, dude. It's over.
Let's think of the thing to talk about.
We'll speak about the.
Now we have to wait till he says what he wants to talk about, and then we speak the opposite of it.
So yeah, Bitcoin's been killing me too.
Yeah, I don't even know, man. Dead middle of the trading range. It could go up, it could go down. I mean, the argument is definitely there. It could go down, for sure. Like, the daily just doesn't look very good anymore. I mean, it looked okay. Now it's like, what are you doing? You're not making
negative, Momo.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you had all this time, like, you had it, but there just weren't enough bids. too many asks, and you just made another lower high. And so now it's like the bears are getting the ball back on the daily, and it might be their turn to push you lower to lower lows. And you know that it's like that 80 or that 9K, $9,000. What's up, Mr. Loaded Dude?
You had one chance, Larry.
That's right.
See what happens, Larry?
They've been selling off all day.
What would you say, Probes?
China just got back from their launch. They've been selling off all day. I'm looking at overseas.
Oh boy. Well, they're just following what the U.S. did today. I'm sure Australia's doing the same.
Is that a joint?
What's up, Matt dudes?
Not related to TA, but related to Bitcoin. Chico Crypto, another YouTuber, made a very convincing argument that Chainlink's CEO, Sergey Nazarov, is Satoshi Nakamoto. Any thoughts? Sounds cheesy, I know, but you need to watch the video to see my point.
I don't know, dude. I mean, what's that gonna do for me? Like, me speculating on who it is. What if it is? What is that gonna do for me, for you, for anyone? Like, I just... that part of crypto just... That doesn't... I mean, it'd be cool to know who it is, but he's not gonna have any real evidence. It's just a video on maybe why. But it's not like technical analysis where it might play out. Like, you know, oh, hey, here's a trade setup. Here's how it looks. Well, let's see if it plays out. No, it failed. No, it actually played out. Like, that's it. Those types of videos are like, well, it could be this, it could be that, and you never know. You never find out. There's never a conclusion to it. It's just like, yeah, we'll just keep speculating for 10 more years, right? I mean, whatever. You know, engine, okay, you know, you're making these higher lows. You think that eventually that T is going to play out to the upside based on what we know about the charts, and it's trying to play out right now, right? I mean, XLM, same story. VeChain was the same story. ADA at the time, same story. My God, what about Bat and its dragon, its legendary dragon? These are things where you can talk about them. They make sense, and then there's going to be a foregone conclusion. There's going to be, oh, it failed, oh, it played out. So, right, let's just stay up all night and wonder who Satoshi Nakamoto is, and we'll just wonder about it. There's all this evidence, but you'll never know. So what's...
Wait, I thought,
Great.
I thought it was Suko. It's Suko, isn't it?
Yeah, Satoshi. Yeah, he's
Someone telling me that it was Elon the other day. I was like, what?
Yeah, real canon.
I thought it was Kanye.
God, it's absolutely Kanye. Secretly, it might be Trump.
It's cute.
That's good shit.
Sergey, Chainlink's developer.
Yeah, it's just like, like whatever it is, you'll never know. Cool.
But on the flip side, for Bitcoin,
It's
there is higher
China
lows.
to me.
We do
China.
have that
China.
potential bullish
Roger
rally on the
Nurse
4
says
hour.
it's prudent to
There's
watch
the bullish
U.S. copper,
divergence on the
oil,
MACD.
and the Aussie dollar to see which direction equities might
So
go.
it's like there's arguments
We're in
both
the
ways.
crossroads whether equities will go higher or lower.
Does anybody ever think that it
Implications
might
for
be like a
Bitcoin and crypto
Bitcoin
space for
maximalist
that
with
matter.
like,
Cheers.
10,000
So Jacob Reed, man, thanks for the threes, dude. Copper, oil, and the Aussie dollar, which had been doing well. We've been monitoring the Australian dollar. It's been having a real nice run. But now, I remember last time I looked at copper, it was setting over lower prices, but I don't know.
Copper's on a great run.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like following everything else.
Rebuilding. Yeah, but copper has, you know, it's a big material for like an infrastructure refitting or whatever, you know, new buildings, new houses, new buildings, new different stuff like that. It's plumbing.
Yeah, Australian dollar. It's just like,
After 11 years, Satoshi hasn't revealed himself.
here we go.
At this
Done
point,
well on that
all
one.
finding out his identity is going to do is give a finger to point at. It's better he is never known, cause no government can go after him. Claiming to be Satoshi is asking for trouble and not SMRT.
61.8.
Correct. Yep, so making a video on it's like, cool, dude. Alright, Australian dollar. Thank you for the threes, Nefarious. I mean, just big sell wall there. Yeah, it's not an ascending triangle. I'm not calling it an ascending triangle. I'm telling you, it's just butt up against 0.70422, right? And you break it, yeah. I mean, you're thinking at least 72 up here, man, for sure. And then let's just go to the daily. Maybe go to the weekly. Yeah, look how terrible this is, but like, look at the V-shaped recovery. So insane, right? Man, you get through this, right? You get through this. I mean, these are like minor peaks. I mean, on the daily, look, it went up at 73.786 cents, and then we could definitely do Fibonacci. You see, you're already past 50% retracement. That's you back tested the 50% in a spring from January 2016. So, yeah, I think that was a big deal, man. So there's like still a lot of upside potential on the Australian dollar if it can break those resistances. So, anyway, let's go engine and XLM. Let's go back.
Get wrecked.
Who's getting wrecked?
Said Aussies get wrecked.
That's right, in a positive way. Yeah, they were big time, man. I remember
more or less. It fluctuates. Their Patreon cost fluctuates each month. Phil said you guys the charge went through when like the Aussie dollar had this huge wick down.
God.
So it ended up costing like, you know,
conspiracy theory.
170 Aussie dollars to wick down below.
Yeah, it was probably like in March or something. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, like it looks like April 1st or whatever of this year. Like you had like a sell off after already done. You recovered some, but you know, first of the month, right? Maybe that was it. I don't know. Or here. Sweater merch ideas for fall, winter. Yeah.
Jeff, can you speak to like how the Australian dollar like?
Please take a look at OTBTC. THX, bro.
Or Mitch, either one of you guys.
Thank you, Jack, for 690. Oh my goodness. Sorry, there was TTS going off when you spoke, so that's my bad, dude.
Oh, no worries. On that for speaking over it.
Do you have oons going on in the background?
Yeah, is it too quiet? Can you not hear it?
Yeah.
Aussie dollar. I mean, they had the wildfires. They had a bunch of things hit them in a row. A lot of
can't hear them.
Stuff going on with their banks. Their dollar crashed pretty bad, and during our crash, us along with like 7 other major central banks had agreed to just basically exchange currency back and forth through each other, so one wouldn't get hyperinflation, hyperdeflation, and so that was a fundamental reason to get long on it, as well as there's technical reasons to get in on it. And then Mitch brought up the euro versus the dollar, which I ended up hopping in, and that ran pretty quickly.
Yeah, and now it's getting ready maybe to sell off a little bit. Maybe not like completely, like, you know, but look at this, dude. Look
Dollar's
at
been weak.
Yeah, I wonder if it's going to double bottom here with that divergence and play out, or if it's going to... It would make sense if it ran up because the way the euro looks, they're like inversing, of course, right? The oscillators. One's critical, crazy bullish divergence, and then was like crazy bearish divergence on the daily at a critical resistance.
Like a measurement of the dollar's power versus 8 different currencies or something like that. So when you're looking at VIX, yeah, it makes sense. And there's some other indicator that's like U.S. dollar buying power that would be a little bit different. But
which was it that you just said?
Dixie DXY. It's often everyone looks at for the U.S. dollar. So
what's up, Danny? Thanks for the sub. Welcome.
It's a measurement of that versus like 8 other major currencies. I'd have to look it up.
Interesting. I didn't realize how they calculate that. I thought it was just like an overall dollar power, but I didn't realize it was a specific 8 currencies.
Yeah. Because what else are you going to compare it to?
Yeah, I don't know. Do they have gold in there? Any hedge like against like a physical asset or anything like that?
No, you have bonds that have inflation built in. They're called TIPS, TIPS. But no, there's nothing else. I mean, what the U.S. dollar is what gold used to be. It's the
Wolf of Bitcoins, I couldn't hear you.
world currency, world reserve.
If I can't hear it, I can't do it.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying there.
Look at Kraft Heinz KHC new development looks like a breakout in back test. Cheers.
Yep, it is. Kraft Heinz. We've been looking at that forever.
Please do something. The shares of Berkshire have done nothing for freaking ever because of that freaking buy.
Here it is.
It's starting to look good. Yeah.
Yeah, great start on the day. Look at this. Today it happened. Today, up 3.77%. You broke the resistance. The next target, I think you're going to run at 35.38. Minimum. And that's just because, like, the gap. I don't know. Like,
that's just a gigantic gap.
Yeah, you just think that it might be regarded. But if it doesn't, I mean, you could always come to back test 33.72 support. But yeah, there's nothing structurally.
It's likely, yeah.
48.17, man. Dude.
Rejected from that type of gap the first time.
Berkshire Money gonna get it up there? I don't know.
Berkshire owns it. They bought it out.
Well, they're
not adding more shares.
Well, they're I guess they created this pattern at this point.
Oh, they're the owners of the company, so anything they do, buying and selling shares, has to be filed in an 8K. So, using OTC trading to pump it up and then dump it to airlines. Airlines, they were out in almost all their positions. They were out by January 31st, and then because what's his name? Dave Portnoy was, calling himself smarter than Warren Buffett. And then someone from Buffett's thing sent over something for Portnoy to read.
Is that a joint?
They're like,
The estimated
here's what we
future
got out of
2020 is just
airlines.
insanity with its volume in the last 2 months. Such great volatility. I know you don't cover a lot of future contracts, but it's such a great trading market.
I read something about that, but hydrogen and the
Thinking
railroad, the only one that Berkshire is the only company that owns a railroad that has, I guess, the whatever licenses are needed to travel with hydrogen, which makes good sense for the future if that's where we're heading.
That'd be surprising that Buffett usually doesn't buy anything that he doesn't understand. That'd be tech that but they got new people.
Oh yeah, must not be him making that choice.
Yeah, he's not making any of the choices right now. It's David and an Indian guy now that are making most of the trading. Charlie and Warren they track their accounts different, but
Look at that hidden divergence on KHC. What's going on the daily? On both oscillators. Wow.
Look at that target.
Yeah, dude, it's insane. 46.56, but the gap fills right above it. So, and then those are still below the common retrace area. It's insane, dude. Beautiful.
Love me some ketchup.
Yeah, dude.
Well, Heinz was doing fine. It was all the debt that Kraft brought on. Combining the two wasn't a great idea.
Netflix earnings. Yeah, dude. They got obliterated today. Sorry, someone said something in chat. No, this is what happens, Larry, when you, when patterns play out, look, 100% measured move and beyond. And guess what happened? Like, yeah, you broke above the structure's move, but what happened? What was the pattern? Well, look how beautiful and textbook this reversal pattern is, right? Someone tell me the name of it.
Dark cloud cover.
That's right. Beautiful. Wait, so y'all, so can people hear people on Discord now? Because, like, earlier people were saying maybe not. And I turned everyone up.
Can you hear us?
It sounded good. It was just a couple people that were a little bit softer.
I think that was something on my end. Fixed it, I think.
It was Ether too, but he's in a club right now.
He was listening to Mitch's stream.
He's in a club, like a Boots and Toes club, like the dancing.
He's got the
Yeah. What we're listening to. Oh, that is.
Yeah, I had a little club music up in the back.
My God.
Turn it down though.
Wait, so what was so bad with Netflix? They just came out and said they were losing money?
Subscriber growth is really... their guidance on subscriber growth is really bad. And they blame TikTok.
They blamed...
Wow.
Yep.
It doesn't make any
sense. They blamed Snapchat on one of them before.
Now, but going to Forest. Thanks for the contributions, man. Much love, dude.
3
Thank you.
days since is kind of it's
Missed by 300 million. So I mean,
they beat on revenue, missed on.
How could anyone beat on anything?
Miss on revenue.
Besides video game companies. What'd you say?
They miss on revenue, beat on earnings. I thought they beat on one. Missed on the beat on the top, missed on the bottom, or something like that. I don't really care. I mean, those are just algo traded numbers.
Yeah, a bunch of like Deere and Company did well today. Gap retail did well. Banks did well today.
Value.
Yeah. And that rotation. And airline companies got wrecked again. You know, it's like they probably just whipsawed.
It was like the IWM rotation for a day, and then or the reopening stocks, and then be interesting to see a rotation in the pure value plays. I don't think banks are going to get the love though.
Yeah, I don't know how. I mean, like, how could big money want to go into that? You know?
Yeah, they're restricted on their dividends. They can't do buybacks. I mean, Wells Fargo's already going to have to cut their dividend. Goldman did great because they're trading. Basically, I mean, most of their earnings was government money because they were buying bonds and selling the bonds back to the government at a much higher price during QE.
God, it's so broken.
That's where most of their earnings came from.
Yeah, let's look at Wells Fargo real quick.
Oh.
How about that? Look at this, dude. Like, jeez. I don't even know what to tell you. The hidden bullish divergence is there. You're near the bottom. You know, it's like critical support from ancient history. Good. Like, look at this back here. 2011, 2010. You're like back testing spring stuff. Good. And look at the gap up on earnings, and then look at the volume too. That's really interesting that we are seeing multi-year highs in volume at an ice line after showing hidden bullish divergence. I mean, like, this is the most volume that on the daily that Wells Fargo has seen literally in like a decade or more. That is stuff. These are important facts.
That's nuts.
That's a big.
And it's above the $25 mark, which is just picture right here from March of 2020. You're above that. So good stuff, man. Interesting. Wow. And it's your first level of positive momentum since June 15th. Boom. It has just begun. It could potentially just be the beginning.
Is that a Gartley?
That's a joint, man. It's an 88% freaking retrace. Look, from your previous low to high. Look at this. Value. I'm talking, you didn't even touch the 2311. I'm sure there's a support back there. But what you did touch, like the Jesus man, was the 88% retrace. That's certain. Right there. You see that? It's beautiful.
Noise.
Hammer Connect. But yeah, let's look at Bitcoin.
Gap Connect too, though.
What's up?
Gap Connect down there.
Yeah.
It's abandoned hammer.
Yeah, it's understandable. But 2 days in a row like this, I don't know if you'll get that. You know, there's a gap down here. Look.
Yeah. It might be there for a long time.
The gap. Wow. The gap from May 15th of this year just filled 2 days ago. Look at this. Right there where traders set it up. That's crazy, dude.
The cap.
So just add an alert there. Sorry. Alright, so that's a pretty awesome warning from major market participants. Not bad, man. So, you know, if you think this thing's going to go up, well, eventually $34 and then higher. Goodness. So it's Wells Fargo. Cool. But, dude, how about something way better that we already know about, right? I mean, COF, dude. COF. Sorry, I'm just kidding.
That's the first investment in my new portfolio.
Which one, Wells Fargo? It's interesting, man.
COF.
Oh, COF. Yeah. This one's better. Yeah, for sure. Because it's like, look, it was resistance, support.
Now what's the other hit?
Well, you're kind of like cutting out a little bit. Coming, Ursula. Oh my God, up in the chat.
Is that a joint?
Probably can't because stock opens, right?
A share of State Street to continue the tradition. You got earnings tomorrow.
State Street, okay. Is it SST? What was it again?
STT.
STT.
Inverted head and shoulders.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh my God, dude. Light the torches of Gondor. Yeah, man. It's not very it's not a large pattern, but it exists, and it exists very well in the 4 hour. Not just that. So we start looking at the daily, right? Same combination of variables that are incredible, right? You got a low, you got the higher low, you got the hidden bullish divergence, don't you? Oh no, it's just bullish convergence. Meh. Okay. Think about it. A much higher low with almost the same level of negative momentum. Whatever, dude. Hold on. We're gonna go 4 hour because that's where the magic is. You gotta get a break soon. Look here, listen. Wow, beautiful probes, beautiful. Thanks, dude, for the $64.52 as well. Look at this, freaking gorgeous, dude. And that neckline, I love. Like, this is what gets me excited. The necklines when they're so
66.
horizontal like that.
Clean.
Ugh. I was like, how do you not get hyped on stuff that looks like this, dude? All right, here you go.
Anyone that doesn't know,
What?
So State Street is a bank, but they also own SPDR, which is SPY, the ETF. And tomorrow also BlackRock reports, which owns the iShares. They're the largest. We'll see how much they have assets under management. But manage about now $8 trillion in assets.
Isn't
$8 trillion?
trading?
Yeah.
Jesus, that's like a huge percentage of the collective market cap of the New York Stock
They
Exchange.
own all the iShares stuff. GLD, all that is BlackRock. IWM, pretty much the only thing that's not SPY isn't them. Q's isn't them. Q's is Invesco. Yeah, almost every ETF is iShares.
Well, if that's the case, then I get it. Look, and it's not just that, right? Right, probes? It's like potential three rising valleys, and on your third valley is an inverse head and shoulders. Are you kidding me?
I made a killing last year off this.
Yeah, I remember,
brought
dude.
it up and it ran.
I can't believe this news. Yeah, this was it, dude. It was the old inverse head and shoulders. Huge. Upsloping neckline. Once it broke, it was kings. It's still there, man. Ancient history. On here we go, man. 1, 2, 3. Dang, what does that mean? Does that mean like despite them sucking, they're gonna all these
they don't
banks are gonna do
doesn't have
things?
as much. It doesn't. They don't have as much. Well, we'll see what their. I mean, what
This
their
is
liabilities
huge.
are.
Well, BlackRock's playing with Fed money, right?
If the
Oh,
Ellen can do it.
BlackRock is buying.
That's how we know.
Responsible for buying the bonds, the distressed bonds for the federal government. Yes.
Okay, so look at this. The reason how this could play out, Larry, you go to the weekly. I'm not even on the weekly. I'm on the 4-hour. Double bottom. Huge double, lower low double bottom. Right?
That would be like a 78% retrace from the high.
$100? Yeah, look at it. It's the 886 on the dot to Jesus, man. 106.34 right there.
From high to low, you bounced off, hit the 618, came down, probably did enough to make it a bullish cipher. Coming back up, but the 886 would make it a little sharky.
Man, at that point, who cares? Because it's like sweet tendies.
Yeah.
Tendies.
Dude, it's like on the daily. Yep. On the daily, man, that potential 3 rising valleys is extremely clear and concise. Wow.
I hadn't even seen that part.
Ah, dude, it's like classic accumulation. 3 consecutive, like the higher lows, man. After a big sell-off. Perfect. Let's go, State Street.
Pause it, man.
I'm gonna take a shot. Take a shot on this one.
Oh yeah, dude, there. It's a. You have the single largest fund that everyone piles into. There's a lot of your profits, and they don't have a lot of the same mortgages and business loans and stuff like that. But we'll see what they're holding in cash reserves for write-offs. Be interesting.
Their earnings tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if it doesn't get killed,
and then BlackRock are the 2 ones.
if State Street doesn't get killed, this is a totally playable pattern. So we would wait and see if it just gaps down below $61, forget about it probably, right? But man, if it can just hold on and be not volatile, just survive, should be okay for much higher prices. I freaking love it, man.
And if it gaps up, would you wait for a retest?
It's gonna be tough, yeah. It's like you have to. Like if it gaps up like hard. Should be good. Let's see. And then I'll the daily. Okay, and then just take this.
What's up, guys?
Hey, what's up, Melly D, man? How you doing?
Hey man, what's going on, Matt? Oh.
4 hour can to close.
Took way too long of a nap tonight.
You'll be up looking at charts, right?
You know it.
Man, guys, what's up?
What up, Def?
How's it going?
It's good to be in here, guys. Woke up at 5 a.m. German time. First version stream. Feeling good.
What's up, Duff?
Looking at WHG. Looking pretty good on the daily and weekly.
Westwood. Dude, don't forget about it. I'm gonna add this chart too. The daily on top of the 4 hour. Yeah, diamond emoticons.
Even the weekly looks fucking good, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because like the double bottom argument. Stupid. Oh, Harmonic Connect.
Big one. That was the first thing I saw. Man.
Yeah, but it's like, oh, okay, maybe let's gotta go the weekly on this. How deep are we in history? Oh man, we're like 100%. Gross. Okay, understandable. So, you know, you bounced off of it. Would you come and test it again? On the weekly, this 2002 low. It doesn't look, there's no Japanese candlestick reversal right now. But yeah, it might be worth, let's see. Is it though? Is it a Garley? Nah, too deep. It can't be anything. 72% retrace. If it was a higher high on C, then it could be something. It's nothing. It can't even be anything. Unless you're talking like butterfly, right? It might be closer to that butterfly echelon. That's clinical because that means like it'd have to be here. Like the PCZ. Ugh.
Deep.
Yeah, minimum. Right there,
Kind of
like
look-
$6.
2018, it's lost 81%.
You could draw a falling wedge.
Yeah, that could be
I
something
was
too.
looking at the falling wedge with the
Okay.
divergence starting to play out.
Well, we don't. Let's see if we have a valid wedge. I don't think we do have a falling wedge that's valid because, look, you got one touch. You can't. It's like arbitrary at this point, I think, to try to anchor one here and two here, right? Because it's just he just created it days ago, and then look, we try to do it. Look at this. Let's try to anchor there, no there. See, it's like it doesn't make sense. It's erroneous. So all you can do in this situation, IMO, I don't think there's a wedge because you don't even have 5 touches anyway. But here you go. Simply put, just a downsloping channel, just hugging up against some sort of little supply line, right? I mean, it's certainly some divergence. Yeah, you're seeing your first level of positive momentum since June 10th. A lot of assets are doing that, right? And you have a deep retrace. Yep, between the 786, 886. It'd be interesting if we could get back down to 1143 to test it again. No help on the RSI on the daily, right? So this, in the end, that just means like there are definitely assets that exist out there where so many things align so much better, right? So far. And that's okay. But yeah, I mean, I understand. It's like X, A, B, C, D stuff. Like you're on your last wave or something. Man, it's not bad. STT.
Worth watching it.
Yeah, worth watching. Add an alert. Maybe, hey, if it breaks the downsloping resistance, we know how to play it. Easy. It's got to break that. And we have no idea though if it's even a valid swing low. It's so close, right? I mean, 1310, you're 1370. You haven't done anything all week, so it's at reversal points. It's definitely at a reversal point, but at reversal points, we want to have the best argument possible.
Toss some garlic in that cake.
Yeah, this does have a little garlic in it, man. Yeah, it builds character. Salmon and stuffed oyster. Nice, Jacob G. Very good. Yeah, that Australian dollar, yeah, man. So I've been live now for an hour.
Easy on. It's fun.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, this is good.
It's good info.
Yeah, it's fun just having a live stream, open forum. People can talk and do things. Because if we don't do things, Bitcoin's certainly not going to do anything, man. I mean, I can't. Looking at the watch list, just like now, Engine Coin's only up 5%. It was up like 8%. Nothing's doing well. Real like XLM's only up 1%. Meh. I don't know. Let's get some action going. Right, you've gone.
Ethereum looking like.
Ethereum broke that little triangle. No edge or anything unless you talk about like X8, like kind of like Bitcoin in a way, but yeah, it just looks like a bear flag almost. But you know, you're just range bound.
ETH looks weak against Bitcoin as well. Like got above and then kind of falling back in to that little that little peak.
And look at this, you know, look at the weekly on Ethereum. The high from June 2019, February 2020. One test, 2, 3. You broke it last week, and now you're falling right back into it. Are you kidding me, dude? Now, I don't know. 227's somewhat important that you've held on to, but I don't know, dude. It's just not. We're at a very critical area. Seems like you're above 227, and the longer you hold that, I guess the better. But there's been no breakout.
Bearish divergence like on
Spine
Bitcoin
for the one, thanks, man.
on the weekly.
What's up, Matt? Thanks for the 10. Wait, you said again the TTS like drowned out?
Oh, sorry. I said at least there's no bearish divergence like on Bitcoin.
Yeah. It's like just bearish convergence, unfortunately. Yeah, it is spin, but it will be debt, and that's okay. I don't have any alcohol here.
Did you ever pay off the debt that you built up the other day?
I didn't build up any debt. Hey, anyone want to
5 chugs?
I had 6 chugs actually, and I chugged every single one of them on stream. Yeah, dude, everyone.
I have to go back and watch.
And it was like my last 2 were IPAs, old IPAs, because they were my last 2 alcoholic beverages.
Yeah.
That was
epic.
I felt so sick. I've never felt so nauseous for so long. Like after I got on streaming, but until I went to bed, I just felt like I was gonna vomit the whole time. I was thinking about like gagging myself. I'm just like, I'll just deal with it, you know. But it just didn't feel good, and it doesn't feel good going out of ketosis that severely when you've been in it pretty much every day for months.
Yeah,
it was worth it.
Did you get a hangover?
Yeah, I felt pretty terrible. Like most of the next day, I started feeling started feeling good again around stream time because that was around the 16 to 18 hour mark of my fast, and that's when you start producing ketones again. And it made sense because my body is like acclimated to that source of energy. So yeah, I started feeling pretty good before stream. But
Excellent touched 11 cents.
Did it? I don't think it did.
But it's kind of going now.
I mean, this is gorgeous, dude. This is like what dreams are made of. Yeah, imagine saying TA isn't a thing in crypto, but look at the weekly, you know?
TA's fake, bro.
Yeah, dude. Tea leaf reading. That's what boomers say about it still. Boomer hedge fund people. They're not even hedge fund people. I don't even know. They're just like people who run their own little newsletter. You know, I have a Patreon. They have like newsletters on print that boomers subscribe to. Whatever.
We're,
Like, okay.
we're boomers.
Mailed to you.
Zoomers are making fun of us. Like, look at the boomers making fun of themselves.
I don't know, man. Like, what does Zoomers have? I mean,
you're in between. I don't know. You're a goomer.
I bridge the gap.
Man.
I am a millennial.
A zoomer. Yeah, you're a millennial.
No, the more I fast, the closer I become to a Zoomer.
Gen X. Yep.
I hear you there, man.
And long distance running.
Yeah, resistance training while fasted's good too. Really good, actually. It's like cataclo mines.
If I can't do that right now, I have to stop completely. Like, I went with my kids to this jump pad place where we just jump on trampolines, as we had to get them out of the house. We had to do something. And I just think I tweaked my back just a little bit today. But I have it's got to put a shot into it next week, hopefully. Might make it feel a little better.
A shot?
Yeah, they take it's like a cortisone shot, and they put it right into the disc, and it's like a really strong steroid.
I've had this before.
And an anti-inflammatory. Well, I'm excited, man. Like, I have been in pain for like 3 years. I'm willing to pay fucking $3,000 just so that I can get this done, because I'm sick of it. Waking up sore, not doing anything. Like, I was lifting and getting really strong, and then like the guy that I was speaking to was like, "Hey, you need to stop because your back is throwing it off because it's getting too strong. You're pulling backwards, your sacrum's coming up, and it's pinching it." So I was like, damn it, really?
Wait, your front muscles were getting too strong, or your
lumbar?
My back muscles were getting too strong.
Never even heard of that. Someone's back muscles getting too strong.
Yeah. No. So like, imagine like you're doing like with the hammer, like the hammer strength. So you put like the plates on it, and you do 4 plates, and then you pull down. And when you do that, you arc your back, so you pinch like your lower lumbar, and your sacrum gets pulled up. So then it squeezes that part, and it touches the nerve in your spine.
Yeah,
It's
bad
just
form. Bad form. Too much weight on bench will definitely hurt you. Certainly.
Oh no, it's not bench. It was back. Like I can lift that easy. That's not even hard. What I think I did.
What exercise?
You need to strengthen your psoas.
Yeah, those ones I have been actually. I've been doing particularly difficult exercises like Pure Bar and Pilates and all the other stuff that supports like the core and then helps with your hip. So all those other things on top of that, I was just working out a lot, and it just never got better. So I had to stop for like 4 weeks just to like allow it to like kind of heal. And
yeah, it kills your inertia, your momentum. I've been there before. You get hurt, and then you just.
I was pumped. I was working out every day, but it was great because I was doing a total body exercise every day. And you do a heavy weight, but it's not like, let's say six sets. So like, it's not crazy, but the endorphin rush I was getting was awesome. Oh my God. I never wanted to stop.
The pump.
Hey, if you get one of those little, those little like workout pad things, you can do that like every day at your house in a small jump pad.
I don't know what pads you're talking about.
It's like basically just a mini trampoline. It's like a small like workout trampoline. I used to have one. I would get on that every morning and listen to music and like start my lymphatic system with that in the morning, and it's a really good way.
Get the perfect BPM for a trampoline going on there.
Wait, what gets your lymph nodes going?
Vibration plates, jumping up and down on trampolines, like that quick movement.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
The lymph system responds.
Yeah. Did you guys have power plates in your weight room when you were there, Mitch, at Bama?
What was it? Power plates?
Or was that a Saban thing?
That had to have been later Saban. Power plates?
Whatever.
I mean, yeah, I was there, Coach Cochran. I was there.
They have power plates in the squat racks area. They can pull up the wood and they squat on the power plates, which is like an uneven platform.
Yeah, that had to just been like later than when I was there. That that wasn't around his first couple of years anyway.
Strengthens a lot of like the tendons, a lot of different
Yeah.
Forces your core to be stronger. They don't allow when they're squatting, they're not wearing belts. They just do lighter weight on a vibration plate that's vibrating and moving up and down. So it's adding gravity. So the weight's getting heavier and heavier.
Like
while
you
not
got
actually doing it on your body.
You get your type 1s, type 2s, and most of the time you just strengthen your type 2s or your fast twitch. So you're not doing the slow twitch muscles, which are your stability ones. And I really was interested in seeing those vibration plates because they do that with the football players. And like part of their works is they do like push-ups on the vibration plate for like their chest days. It's just an interesting way of like, you know, warming up your muscles, but getting all of them instead of just like the fast twitch.
Yeah, it's the business I'm in. We sell those.
Is it like that thing you can put on your abs and it like vibrates and shit, and they sell it on like marketing? Is that the same
like
shit?
imagine you have a big circle plate on the floor and a motor attached to it, and it vibrates like hundreds of times per second, and you put your hands on it, and you have to use muscles you typically don't activate when you do like a push-up, squat, lunge, whatever. But as long as it's like it's more stable than you think, but it feels wonky.
It's like when
just
you
holding a squat on it with no weight for like 30 seconds will kill you.
Could you imagine doing a chair? Like fuck a duck.
Yeah, I've done a lot of rehab on it. We sell them, so I know a lot about this things. But yeah, they're good for a lot of different, like elderly couples that losing their balance, different stuff like that. Yeah, Bama was the first one that started doing it, so I don't know who brought it in.
It could have just been like, you know, they do research, and after time, they're just like, oh, we're gonna try this out now.
Yeah.
You know,
but they're like injury rate and high ankle sprain, MCL, PCL sprains.
Yeah,
like
we went on a run, man.
Way down compared to the rest of the NCAA.
Yeah, and it all caught up recently. It's like we started getting the injury bug the past 2 years pretty bad. And now we don't have Coach Cochran because he went to Georgia.
Maybe Coach Yoxel, he was at Auburn for a while. Now he's at Houston. He's the guy that left UCLA after my freshman year. It scared the living crap out of me. And then his replacement. What's that?
Do they push football back to spring?
There's no word on it yet.
They haven't made a decision yet.
Wait, how much do those plates cost? Those things you're talking about?
Power plates, like 5,000 to 12,000.
Okay.
J Mob, serious. He wants a Build-A-Bear type piece of bread. And you can push it.
Right, Jenkins.
Wow. Piece of bread, man. How you doing, man?
You can go to powerplate.com and then look up, find someone near you. And you can find a gym or trainer near you, or like an Equinox or something like that, and go try them out. They're pretty nuts, yeah, to warm up on or to do an entire workout. You can do a weight workout on, which they have ones with no post, which that's what Brand started.
Howdy ho.
Copied by everyone.
You got to do it full screen.
Yeah, I can do full screen. Real full screen too. Here it is. First time ever. Oh my god, this is too big a piece of bread, man. Holy crap.
I want to see Crypto Chef in that bakery.
Yeah, dude. We could get him over here. I don't know. Nah, I mean, like, people that are that have the skills and ability to do things. I mean, we could definitely get some custom made. I could try to get Chaylin to work on learning this application better, and we could start coming up with some actual, you know, custom. I could actually get Chaylin to maybe make where I could be a harmonic, right, with eyeballs, and be like, I'm a harmonic, dude. I'm a Garley, or something. You know,
that'd be great.
Yeah.
Good. It's definitely a higher resolution for the bread you could use.
Yes, yes, it is.
Yeah, I can work with that.
Nah, yeah, it's could do it, man. Vegemite. Get some Vegemite, man. Hold on, let me see what I can do here. I think I got an old picture of something. Maybe I don't know. I have to look for it. So when will the volatility turn around for Bitcoin? Will we ever receive some again?
Pray to the volatility troll needs to start tipping.
Lowest volatility.
Yep. Second lowest in 3 years plus.
14.04 is the lowest. We're at 21.
Has it been inversing the stock market as of late?
It's been following it.
Yeah, it's been following it down and hadn't been recovering when the S&P's been recovering. It's weird.
Yeah, that's what I was like. I haven't really looked at it too much, but I haven't seen any price action like the S&P's been having.
God, get it out of here. There's a knife trying to cut me, man. Get it out. Alright. So dumb, dude.
That's sliced bread?
Yep, sliced bread, dude. No, that's silly.
You pull up a sword.
Anyway, I'm gonna go on back to chart world.
Have you guys seen Galaxy Resources? Is that a butterfly developing on the daily?
What's the ticker?
GXY. Oh, wait. I think it's GXY.
It is.
It's on the ASX.
Correct. Is this a what?
It's an Aussie stock.
No.
Butterfly on the daily.
X, A, B, C, D. This is not a 786, is it? If it is, maybe, but that's
from the last peak. So
January, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's almost like Dragon, right? I don't know, I would look at it like this, right? Just like a lot of other assets. Come on, dude, right? Let's go here. Classic accumulation going on. Kind of crazy though up here, you know, like is this a confirmation line really? $1.31, that's pretty nuts. Despite that, I mean, maybe it's not an actual pattern because of the insane markup on this second peak, but still, nevertheless, good thing, I think, right? Accumulation. So, you know, you just think normal situation, yeah, you just go from this high from June to the low to your targets. But the fact that you're showing these consecutive higher lows makes you think maybe might make sense to go from up there. And you know, you had a golden retrace, so you'd think that these targets are very possible again if this major structures to play out, right? You can see $1 again, $1.08. Let's see here. Yeah, you're looking at it like this, right? Let me make sure I'm.
Hang on, I'll post it in.
And it's too shallow though. It's like 70%. 70% retrace. And you're just like this, right? Is this what your thought is? Probably. So
Yeah,
maker just sucking, dude.
That's it. Yeah.
So I don't know, man, right? It's like these patterns are meant to take shorts. So if you're only just now maybe making C, we have no idea. So yeah, but we'll talk about it maybe when it's at $1.21 or $1.40. So what's more important now is not worrying about that, but worrying more so about what we're seeing, and that's really good. And here's the thing, dude, okay? This isn't a joke. Why is this not a joke? Because you have sprung the October 2019 low. You sprung above it on the date of July 6th, and we have in fact back tested that spring as support. Notice that? That's good. That's really, really, and this comes after the major move up and down. So that's great. Very good, positive, bullish stuff when you do that. So yeah, this could see much higher prices based on this. Yeah. GXY Connect. Not bad, dude. Not bad at all. Okay. Alright, let's get back to Ninja, man.
Divergence, but yeah, I think it looks good.
Oh, there was divergence too? Tail end or something like on that? Well, it's already begun to reverse, right? So
Starting to play out, yeah.
Yeah. So, okay, well, there you go. Then just add that because that's really good. That's all bullish, good stuff. Engine, also good stuff. Up 7% right now. Let's go, dude.
Oh, yeah. Bring it.
And no one even cares about Engine, dude. Because everyone's just tired of it. Sick and tired of it. It's like how many consecutive high lows you gotta have, man.
Bitcoin, Jesus.
Inverse Jesus, dude.
Yeah.
It's not
Satan.
rising again. Yeah. I don't know if it's even Satan. It's just it's in purgatory. That's what's going on.
Oh yeah, there you go.
We're transitioning between the New Testament, Old Testament, whatever. What's going on with Bitcoin?
Okay, guys, I had this thing today called
Volatility Troll. Oh my God, have a new turn.
I did it. So
yeah,
Bitcoin's gonna move. I can get you into a safe dividend stock.
Oh my God, Johnson and Johnson.
Oh,
Let's
they
go.
had good earnings today too.
They're pretty. Chart's pretty, I think. Wasn't it?
Yeah, they're holding a nice ice line, 150.
Yeah, dude, the breakouts. Yeah. Oh yeah, the trading range. This is like technically a rectangle, and I gotta think here. If you're talking about a rectangle,
breakout of descending broadening formation. Yeah.
But remember, what is this?
Holding that ice line.
What is this though? If we're talking about this is a rectangle that goes back all the way to frickin' January 2018, what is this in the rectangle? You know what it is.
I'm 10 seconds delayed.
Yeah.
Was it the spring?
It's the partial decline. There you can get partial declines in rectangles. And so this was it. Because it would not be a partial decline if you look, we up thrusted, we hit the top of the trading range and sold off. That was how it was like the next time we make a low and we run up and we test the resistance of the trading range again. That's how we know it is a confirmed partial decline. So there's a 70% chance of a breakout now based on this right here on Johnson & Johnson. And it'll be about freaking time. Are you kidding me? Look at this, man. It's a bullish trend. And you've been dude, it's like Amazon. Year and a half large ascending triangle.
I don't know how many times I've bought Johnson & Johnson at 120, 125.
Yeah, and
just
so
orders there.
not just you, man. Tons of composite people too, right? I mean, composite operators buying there too. And now it's time. This could be it.
Yeah,
there was no partial
rotation into because you have safety, consumer staples, a good dividend. This stuff, Procter & Gamble.
Yeah, I have Procter & Gamble long term.
The staple food companies.
So here it is. This is your target. Like it's not even crazy. 175, easy. Yeah, big time. If you can sustain prices, but here at this partial, this is it, man. This is gonna moon. I mean, Johnson & Johnson's probably it. It's tag. You're it, Johnson & Johnson.
Yeah, and for anyone getting in the stock market, understanding how dividend reinvesting, like how the growth of that works, it's insane when I look back on stuff.
I'm so excited to get started.
Wouldn't it be closer to 2 years now? 2-year large trading range?
Having interest on compounding shares, which is you're just like, oh. J&J's in one of the companies that like they've raised their dividend every year for the past 25 years. Wow. They'll continue to do it. So
that's what makes them attractive.
Remember the cipher and the wedge at the supports? God, it was, and the divergence. It was just.
I remember last summer buying quite a bit of it.
Yeah, August, man.
That was the consumer staple tear from.
Targets are still there.
December to May-ish last year. And then we started rotating. Yeah, and they sold off as tech started getting a little more love, and there's some good buys there.
I like this. Wow, super hyped on Johnson & Johnson now. Biotech. It's not biotech. It's it's pharmaceuticals.
A huge part of it. They own it. They have bought a lot of companies.
Yeah.
They own so many different things. They're like Procter and Gamble. Every like bottle of shampoo or
company.
sanitizer thing you turn around, you're like, oh, this is owned by Johnson & Johnson,
Yep.
Procter and Gamble, or Unilever. You know, it's usually one of the first two. But
Time it's in too. It's in the middle of a pandemic. It's a great time to invest in that.
Yeah, dude. And Prez was talking about dividends too. Great to just reinvest on the way up.
That's where, you know, because you're looking at, okay, so I'm the investor for, you know, some smaller country, you know, but I'm managing large amounts of money and looking at bonds across the world. I can look at the US 10-year and I can get 0.6% return for 10 years.
And everything's so risky outside of the U.S. equities market. Everything's a stupid risk. No one wants that crap.
I can get 3.5% from J&J, which was solid. Yeah, I'll take
year over year.
Yeah, and it's just like if you get the technicals, what's happening is so nuts. It's like, this is great, man. What a freaking find. Good stuff. Probes, you're killing it. State Street to Johnson & Johnson. What are you doing, man?
What did you say the percent
These are all things
per year was for the dividend?
I mean, I'd have to change from what price.
It says 2.7249 on dividend yield.
Yeah, it changes with what the price is.
Right, it says dividends per share 3.75. Nice. Look at this trading view financial sheet. It's pretty cool.
Oh, that's really neat.
Yeah, it's
right now at the current price it's 0.27, but they tried to keep it at 0. What does it say there, Mitch? 0.3.
I'll go back.
0.287, something like that.
Yeah, 2.7249.
Yeah. So they'll keep it at that range. How do you get to that sheet on TradingView?
Yeah, what did you use?
So when you let me pull it out real quick. Oh, maybe it won't.
That's awesome to have all.
So all right, you see right here. You go down and you see where it says like volume, open, market. You go to more and you click right. You can barely see it on my screen. It's the very bottom.
Wow.
You click that and there it is.
Okay. So
this is a lot more in depth. I know they've had this for a while, but not that much stuff.
No, they didn't have nearly that much stuff.
Do you think they do that for cryptocurrencies?
Nah, that stuff doesn't exist for crypto. A lot of it.
They've only recently added heavy fundamentals. Now you can get PE ratios on your chart and all that stuff. That came a few months ago. No, before that, when you went down there, because I peeked down there, it had, you know, the company information. Didn't have a whole ton of. Didn't have all that stuff. It's nice. I like it.
Yeah, I'm thinking about just getting some J&J tomorrow just to hold forever. Maybe, or for a long time anyway.
I got to order it.
Just put it in the SCP.
Their earnings, I'd have to see what they ended up after. They were
killed. I mean, they killed it. Yeah, 11.73% surprise. It's already updated on TradingView.
Okay,
Wall Street estimate $1.49.
They guided up. Everything was perfect.
Super PogChamp, man.
Pharmaceuticals too.
Yeah, they own one of the likely creators of the vaccine, and also own one of the likely companies that will be the heavy distributor of it.
Dang.
Didn't they announce a fast track to the vaccine?
You're really low.
Very staticky, very AIDS-like.
Is this Skyward?
My baby.
My bros.
Yeah, I'm
Where
turning
you
him
at,
down, keeping him really quiet.
Sorry, man. I don't have. I'm using my phone. That's why. Shut up.
Just get off.
Moon.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
No, just for
What cell carry do you have? Short.
So, oh yeah, look at someone's talking about AT&T.
Yeah, AT&T is like a 7% dividend right now.
Look at this higher low right here.
Hey, what time does open or extended hours trading open up? It's in the morning again.
3 a.m. Or 4 a.m. Eastern, right?
4 a.m. Eastern, 1 a.m. Pacific. Yeah.
Okay.
It's 3 a.m. my
Is
time.
this better, guys?
It is. Yeah.
Much better.
Yeah, much better.
Yeah, I was
Thank
saying
you.
that they got approved for a vaccination for December, I believe, in the fast track, J&J.
So that
They got approved.
Yeah, the fast track program. What came
Which
out
company?
when there's
Johnson
quite a
& Johnson.
few of them. Yeah, Johnson & Johnson's part of it. Moderna's part of it.
Dude, holy
cool.
crap! AT&T is just like what did we just look
whoever
at? State
makes
Street.
it, they can
State Street,
get on the
yeah.
fast track.
What the heck, man? What's going on?
Yeah.
Now,
I
big
bought some
resistance.
AT&T recently.
Look,
yeah.
dude, there's a lot of resistance over here. Jeez, that's Chop City. Oh yeah, man, that's not gonna be easy to break at all.
The 30s are nightmare.
Brutal.
It's like Bank of America. What was in it? AMD was in the 30s forever.
Oh yeah.
40 is that terrible resistance to break. Bank of America, like 33 is just hell for it. Yeah, but if T-Mobile stays at the same price through the entire year, or goes up a little bit, I'm
I
good.
remember
with it.
Verizon did that. Just stayed. Oh my god.
Yeah, if AT&T can dump off DirecTV, then we're good.
See, Verizon's doesn't make me near as like excited looking at this chart. It's not doing the same thing at all. It's made a lower low.
Verizon's the big 5G play, but everyone's going to be in on it. But the dividend is so heavy on AT&T, and it's only the only S&P, big S&P large cap company that normally right now you hear a 7% dividend, you're like, I don't want that crappy oil stock. It's like some POS.
It is interesting though. Look what your price action's doing to this 2013 peak.
Yeah.
All right, where you've resistance, thrust, resistance. I mean, you've price action, clear support, and now it's like support. You broke it, then you ran up again, and now you're kind of trying to hold it, and you're above it, right? That's good. That's really good for now. Like you can see what happens to price action when that occurs. So you could see maybe higher prices, yeah. But I don't know. Maybe we could say there's a supply line right here or something. Adjust. That's gonna be $57. Meh. It's really just not that great. I mean, I don't really see much of like it's like bearish convergence, in the oscillators. They're just better looking charts.
Doesn't look nearly good as AT&T.
Nope, not even close.
Not nowhere near the dividend.
Yeah, because look, AT&T is so like deep still, right? So deep. And then it's like AT&T was also like, I think there was this crazy support. Oh yeah. No, was there? No, maybe not. Maybe I'm crazy.
Was there not a harmonic back on Verizon at the end?
Yeah, I mean, like, look, you think it could be a Gartley or something or a bat, but that means Verizon would have to be like $50 for the PCZ to be hit. Yeah, I know you're talking about. I didn't draw it because it's like, it would have to break that critical support. Yep, and it'd be an 886. It would be definitely a bat. So you got a long way to go before that happens right here. But that'd be a good entry. But nothing. I mean, but the thing is, it's not like 54 isn't maybe possibly a strategic entry for a long here, because if that holds, then you could see much higher prices. But meh, you're in a downtrend. You're just making lower highs.
What if you made a lower high and broke down? Could you get 3 falling peaks out of this?
Maybe
came up a little bit further and broke down.
Yeah, if you test the supply line again, I think you definitely would have it. It'd be three peaks, 2 valleys. And this confirmation line would be $53. But I mean, it's just
14-step one that Polkowski has. It's like 3 peaks in a valley and a field or something like that. I'm like, what the hell?
And then the bump and run stuff after like it dumps. It's like the 3 falling peaks into the dump, and then you have like the opening, and then like eventually, historically in time, you eventually get back to that old 3 falling peaks downsloping resistance. And if you break that, that's like kind of considered the bump and run. It's like the combination.
They've got HBO Go now. Verizon's, I don't know, we'll see. So you got Comcast and Charter are now in the cell phone industry. So it'll be interesting.
Hilarious, man. Comcast.
T-Mobile and Sprint combined and had to fight antitrust stuff. So I saw I can't trade Comcast. I can't do anything on it.
What?
Well, Emily's an executive at NBC Universal.
Oh, wow, dude. Conflict of interest or whatever.
Yeah, I can't buy an option on it. I can't do anything.
Did you tell her, though, what we've identified? And be like, your company
price is
looks
going
good.
up. I'm like, yeah. She's like, good.
Yeah, I mean,
all her shares are like voting shares, convertible voting shares. So I forget what that means. I don't know if with them, it's different with each company.
Yeah, your critical areas, a lot of resistance. May 2017, a peak. That's where you closed today.
Yeah, they just launched. Peacock just launched yesterday.
What is Peacock?
Peacock is their streaming service.
Oh, wow.
NBC. So they're doing it with all the cable companies right now. It's not on Roku, not on Amazon platforms, but there's only unless you have a premium cable package through Cox or one other company, it's only a free ad-supported version. So that's the
wait, it's still ads?
You have to watch for an hour show you watch like 4 minutes of ads, but that's the only version they have. You can't buy through them. That's what all this streaming stuff is going to end up being. I promise you. It's the whole reason they're turning to streaming.
A premium option that doesn't have ads.
There's not going to. They cannot charge you enough to make up the difference from what they will get from advertisers by forcing you to. It'll be short ads. You'll watch.
Yeah, it'd be like 5-second ads.
Yes, it'll be. Like for an hour show, their plan is doing a minute every 15 minutes. So 14 minutes a show, a minute. Or you'll watch like 2 minutes at the beginning and then 2 minutes in the middle. So it's not going to be as bad as they used to do it, but
yeah, it was bad.
I'm having trouble trying to use. I just tried to use the Xfinity, streaming basically, on-demand video, and I normally watch that, and now I go on there and it's just telling me it's my ad blocker. I basically disabled my normal ad blocker, but it's still telling me that I can't watch because I have an ad blocker on.
If you're Xfinity, if you have a premium cable package, I think you get the no ad version of Peacock.
I think we do, but it's actually my mom's account, so maybe she changed it. I don't actually know. I didn't talk to her recently about what her package is.
Just looking at Pfizer, I don't know. It made a higher low. Sorry, Mark a lot was in here talking about. I don't really, see much on the daily. So it's just been a terrible downtrend since December 2018. Gross.
Yeah,
approaching very critical
insane
resistance.
run. Go back and look at the Viagra.
Was it 2018?
The phase 3 release. No, it's like 90.
Oh god.
98, 90.
Oh my
I forget
god.
what it was. It's
Oh
awesome.
wow.
That's the Viagra. The Viagra.
Wow, dude, it looks like.
And the sun
Oh my
rises.
Let's see this. So
Something else rose.
1994. Think about
Yeah.
1994. I'm gonna pull this up, and then we're gonna go to that peak, right, or that climax.
Good terminology, sir.
So in 1,827 days, Pfizer appreciated value 1,043%. Pretty amazing, long. Wow. And then it even gave us the freaking courtesy
Very
call
long.
of double topping, and it was bearish cipher. Look at this, dude. Look how it all ended for cipher. If you were if you followed Casey Stubbs, right, and you didn't get stopped out.
Stubbs is still short. It
60? Is it no?
ran above his entry.
So this would be 60%. That'd be a bearish Gartley. No, cipher because the lower low. Okay, so it's still the same.
Yeah, lower low.
It'd be the same. So 786. All right, he would have had a stop loss right above $50. He'd have been sweating for a little bit, but eventually it would have played. Look, it'd have hit targets in 2002. Right, it'd taken 2 years for him to hit his targets, man.
If you raise that up to, is it at the 886? Can you make it a shark and then?
Oh, yeah.
50%, and then you go long off that. I want to see one shark where actually do you buy at the bullish 5-0 pattern.
Right here. Hold on, make sure this is
so.
So it goes up 95%, but the 886, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, so I'll still have the PCZ where it should be.
Oh, the 50%.
Look, the 50%.
It hit it.
And it
There's the
rallied.
bullish 5-0.
Let's go, dude. It's successful. But was it successful? Because it never went up.
It ran back up about 80% of its.
Yeah, 95%. Yeah, 90%. Yeah, that's nuts. So a bullish 5-0 before the abyss. Sweet. Let's
20%
go, dude.
gains.
Tripping
Like,
through
yep,
time. The Viagra shark, dude. And look at this, man. This ushered in the reversal. And just look at this, man. Look when this pattern, this structure was real. Look where it went. It went all the way down to $12. That's stupid, man.
Powerful.
Yeah.
Once it was what 2000. I forget when it was. Mid 2000s when generic Viagra was released. When they lost the patent, was they no longer could charge
No idea.
an arm and a
What
leg.
year, dude? No idea. I was still a minor.
I happened to remember those days, so.
But my dividend reinvestment, man. You looking it up?
Yeah, looking at it.
So what's similar about Pfizer to Bitcoin? Not the same time scales or anything, but my God, what struck my mind immediately when seeing that pattern was right here. Right here, man, on Bitcoin. Remember the bearish cipher at the end of the crazy run? It started with a bullish Gartley. It ended with a bearish cipher. Too perfect. I mean, it's too wonderful, isn't it? How appropriate.
Wow.
This was all on stream. All this.
That's crazy.
I remember Stay at Home Kings was like, dude, he's gonna wake up. It's like Christmas. I mean, I think I even posted pictures, screenshots of the stream. It was like, and I remember one of the last things I said on that stream was, okay, if it's gonna reverse, it's here. This is where it's gonna reverse. And it's not because like divergence or anything. It was just like because it was at the 786. That was it. And man, we have not seen those prices again. So it just reminds me, it's like Cypher. Good God, dude. Yeah, I don't know. This Gartley this is too small. It's arbitrary. Maybe like, harmonics are amazing when you can strategize them with like major swing lows, major swing highs. To where like, if we were painting like a huge bearish reversal harmonic here that was like the size of all this consolidation, it could be really good. But, like, again, like another asset, like this is how you strategize the harmonics. It's like when they're coming after insane correction sell-offs on an otherwise somewhat good asset, right? Like Activision Blizzard, it had its, look, the huge rising wedge pattern, right? It had its incredible price discovery. Then the exhaustion pattern developed, and you crashed, quite literally crashed. And then at the end,
early in a gap fill. Oh,
when what?
It was a Gartley in a gap fill.
Where? Which one?
Inside the gap fill.
Are you talking about Activision?
Yeah.
Gartley. Are you talking about the cipher here?
Yeah, you Gartley at the bottom from. Look left.
2017.
Oh,
there's a huge gap up.
2017, you say?
Yes.
Oh yeah. After the gap fill, yeah, dude. Oh my God, yeah.
So a huge gap up like that, or huge gap down where price does get in there.
Yeah, it's like you fill the gap.
Tend to spend time in there.
That's strategizing. You're strategizing the identification of this pattern. Yep. And so what did this do? What did this little cipher do? It ushered in the entire recovery, and here we are. I mean, what more could you ask for? It's too perfect, man. Good Lord, yeah, that is perfect. I didn't even think about it. Man. Yeah, coupled with incredible, godlike price performance. Yeah, 88% retrace. Filled the gap. Nothing more else to do but reverse. I mean, we're just keep going, dude. Whatever. Look at the divergences there on the 4-hour and the daily. Yeah, RSI definitely kind of there, but it's kind of playing out. It's not really budging. The price isn't really reversing too much yet. I think it would have to take some bad stuff on the macro for this thing to really sell off, because this thing outperformed so much when the market was crashing. I mean, this was it. That wasn't even bad at all. It was like, what, Activision, dude?
This was a company that thrived and got stronger because of COVID.
Oh, yeah,
definitely.
Yeah.
Like Warzone just came out right before.
Yeah, I'm
like earlier that year, and then Warzone came out or something like that.
They crushed their earnings and then increased their guidance, and
they did.
Increasing guidance, or everybody got rid of guidance.
Yeah,
and no one was giving guidance. That's the scary one. It's those are the ones that, like Nike, people were so off. So there's going to be some misses by large amounts or beats by large amounts because no one has anything to go off of. They're just going off of like past performance. But how can you go off past performance when your supply chains were shut down for X amount of months, different things?
Dude, this Bitcoin chart on the daily is just, does it get any more gross than this anymore? Just like, I mean, doesn't it seem like, if you're looking at this impartially, you know that we've only achieved.
Like
yeah, I mean, it kind of does. Like, even though it might not, I mean, it's just like you're so well above your 200-day moving average, though. That's good. You're still making the higher lows. 2 through 6 is holding. But yeah, if you don't hold, you're thinking between 6,400 and 7,920. I mean, that's your common retrace zone.
The inverse chart looks extremely bullish.
It does, man. It looks like the Jesus.
Yeah.
It looks like the Jesus, man. It's like
it gives you such a
where we're like, all right, here we are, dude. Here's your neckline.
So awesome when it was Alt I. We found Alt I. It's like you can take a totally different look at something.
Yeah, look at this. This is the way I'm looking at it now. All right. You see this, dude? Look at the Momo shift in chat. All right, we might be king soon on this asset. It's not Bitcoin. It's something else. It's don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about what it is. This could moon.
Oh god.
Momentum is shifting. Even though on the 4 hour it doesn't look like that. I mean, it's starting to look worse on the 4. It's starting to look real bad on the 4 hour actually. Not that good. So, yep.
Wow,
So-
that was interesting.
Yeah.
Critical support. Getting critical supports are holding left. Just
Yeah, dude, tons of them.
Sloping up.
Panic buy.
Sorry if I pissed anyone
Panic
off.
buy.
Nah, dude.
Oh man. Yeah, that's a good one. You're scanning through charts, and sometimes you'll see things completely different. Everyone's eyes see things different, and yeah, I forget who. I think it was Schwab who was talking about. I call it Donkey Kong because DKNG DraftKings.
Yeah, Donkey Kong.
Yeah, it's like you scan through and just go and set an alert. If you have the regular trading view, you're only going to get X amount of alerts, and then you just come back to them. Every morning I wake up to 5 or 6 alerts going off as soon as the market opens, and then go look at the chart.
It's a nice way to wake up.
Yeah, just pinged at everyone.
So many charts I've had over time. I mean, there's other things that are. Some of them are to take trades to the downside, some are to take trades to the upside, but then I have to factor in how that sector's doing, what the type of market. There's a lot of things that go on in financial markets rather than just, all right, yeah, I'm gonna take this trade.
This is what it's looking like now, dude. That's not good. All right, I don't like it.
I know. I didn't want.
I don't like it.
For a Bitcoin streaming channel, it's like, oh. Wow. Coming down to
that. If there was anything that I learned today, that's it right there.
Inverse chart.
Wow.
Yeah, it helps keep you.
I told you the Alt I. I was
Yeah.
like, someone told me that day, and I'm like, dude, you have to see
Fucking
the
brain.
It was
You
newer.
used to have to type in -1 BTC/BTC to get an inverse chart. Now just Alt I, or you can right margin.
Where's Renee?
Renee's bullish. I saw him in chat on.
And now we're going
Tuesday and
bearish.
Monday. Yeah, he's bullish now.
I don't know anymore, man. Daily just starting to just look. So it's not just this, right? You look at it. So now we're starting a time scale hop, right? Daily, and then we go to the weekly. The weekly, you know what's there. You know that hidden bearish divergence is still there.
Hidden sleeping bear.
Yeah, hidden sleeping bearish divergence connects. And you're losing the positive Momo ever so quietly, just hanging around on a lower high. Right, that's that up against the major resistance. So it's like no big deal. Like this could sell off, underperform, and then rally and go to the higher prices. But yeah, it's really not looking.
Haven't broken 60 on the RSI in the weekly.
Again, yeah.
How
Again.
long yet?
Oh, how long? Like.
Yeah.
Well, we upthrusted like a scrub that one time back in February, right? We tried.
Right.
Look at it, like it's like you upthrusted and you back tested the ice line of the 60 as a resistance, and it's like confirming to market participants, okay, we're not gonna break 60, we suck. So now you're just sitting at like 53. Oh, it's so bad, man. It's like what could have been I mean, there were just so many ways this could have gone really bullish soon, but yeah, what can you do?
60 to 65 is like the king of bullish areas on a high time frame.
I wonder how many
Let it
people.
be known, everybody, make sure your stop losses are nice.
Mindset as I looked at that B-ball chart.
Yeah, you think about the volatility is coming too. Yeah, look, you're approaching. Look at this. You know, you got traders settled up May 10th. You got a low May 25th. Now you have a low June 28th. It's soon approaching, right? You break that. That's where that new volatility, huge impulse up on the B-vol is going to be when you break this neckline, the downside. Don't you think?
Volatility troll left. He was in overseas for a year. He just came back to say hi.
I think I'm just going to place a limit buy order for Johnson & Johnson. Who cares about like where the price is when it opens? Just gonna be like, burp, we buy it, we own it. Okay. Not because like whatever, because I definitely want to get some of those 10Ds. And by the looks of it, there's just so much more opportunity still for 10Ds on the stock market than there is at least Bitcoin. Crypto, none of these altcoins, right? Like Engine is only at less than 3% now. Like all these altcoins that are showing promise, they're going to get destroyed. VeChain will get obliterated. Any S-coin you think about, they're going to get wrecked, right? They're going to lose all their gains. Traders market is going to be like, oh yeah, of course, traders market. People take their profits. They don't stay long on VeChain up at 2 cents, dude. You know, we think VeChain is going to be like 1 penny or less if this plays out to the downside. Big time. So better be cognizant of the fact that most of these altcoins, none of these altcoins produce revenue. There's no fundamental way to back up how much they're worth. So all you can go off of are news catalysts and technicals. So you better be careful. If you've made gains, you made money in this market on this cycle that's been going on for like 10 weeks of neutrality on Bitcoin price action, consider yourself lucky and preserve that capital and wait to live for another day for Bitcoin, right? Because what's happening, what we're looking at on the daily right now. Wow.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Historically low volatility. We were at a double bottom the previous time we had historical low volatility.
No, it'll be terrible for Bitcoin pairs. I would assume. I mean, they're everything. Like we just been here before too many times where it's like, yep, there are ones that have outperformed, done well. They produced patterns. They outperformed, wonderful, exceeded their targets, great. And then you have ones that are on their way to their targets, XLM, right? And then you've got ones that are just setting up for higher prices like Engine and BAT and all that. And then everything that's going on will all end. Everything.
Blindsided.
Yep, they will all just drop. And so it's like you run out of time in these cycles because Bitcoin ushers in when that cycle ends and with its price action. Seen it over and over and over again. So you're not safe in anything if this actually plays out the downside. Yeah, yikes indeed.
There'll be one altcoin that'll inverse it. Everyone will think that
it'll be DGB, man. No.
Yes. Digibyte.
Or Link Marines.
Link will be back at $5 for sure.
Vet did it. Yeah, I mean, there's been several over the time, but eventually.
Your only hope is that doesn't break and then market makers come in and this happens. That's all you got, man. It's like pretty much the B-vol is this. This is the B-vol.
Maintain the higher lows.
Yep, that's happening. There you go. Perfect. I think at this point,
straddle with options
on Bitcoin. Yeah.
Buying 9,000 put, 9,500 call, and just coming.
It's like the hidden bullish divergence on the daily is still kind of real. I mean, you see the trend line that's upsloping, and then the RSI trend line. It's like that's nice. That is nice.
Got to come in. the way I'm looking at it, but I'm not trading it that way.
That's a pretty chart.
Stronger bearish argument. There's a bullish argument, but it's stronger bearish.
Yeah, because the weekly.
Hey, Probs, you were talking about the put and call. Which one were you talking about? I've never really done it, so I'm not familiar.
A straddle, there's string on the straddle. A straddle would be buying a call and a put of the same strike price, same expiration. Strangle would be spreading out the prices, but a call is bullish, put is bearish.
Gotcha.
So, like Mitch, you can protect your portfolio with. You have to go to LedgerX and sign up for Omni, or just hop on a VPN and transfer some money over to Deribit.
Deribit to just buy puts.
Yeah.
On Bitcoin.
The same way
Jeez.
as like the S&P 500, what you can buy SPY puts to protect your portfolio. You can go out for a few months and buy, use 3% of your portfolio to protect it. Depending upon the move, it'll cover your portfolio.
Yeah. Deribit, okay. Because I mean, it's like.
Is that if you're like, if you sell, like if you're taking like a stop loss on the original trade that you're protecting against, or are you holding it while you're putting a put down?
When I'm protecting my portfolio with SPY puts,
yeah, did that make sense?
I am staying long the stocks, so I don't have to pay a lot of times capital gains or just taxes on them, and continue to collect dividends. And then you just protect your portfolio. You do it when you're
like when you're holding something.
Technicals or fundamentals, like you got an election coming up, or why I did it last December was we had the two-headed monster that was possibly going to be nominated for the Democratic nominee. It was March 3rd. That's why most of the market was protecting itself last December. Let's see, what's it cost you right now to through Q3? At the money puts are costing you about $875 per Bitcoin.
You what, mate?
If you were to buy a put through Q3, an at the money put, so $9,000 put, it's costing you about $877 for one Bitcoin's worth.
Yeah, normally don't you like getting options like around like $400? You know.
They're usually a percentage of it, but the pricing here is telling me that the market makers are starting to price in the volatility.
Oh, you got to, man. Like for sure, it's so coming. Like we're so close to it.
It's called the skew index in regular stock market. And puts become like puts that are 3-5% out of the money become much more expensive than calls. Puts are always going to be more expensive than calls, but when they become significant, that's.
So you're saying now with Bitcoin, that's kind of where we are, skewing.
Yeah, it's a high skew right now. Yeah.
You heard here, chat. The move's coming soon. 10 weeks, man, or going on 10 weeks, whatever. And we got lower highs, we got higher lows. We got a neckline. Momentum has been shifting to the downside. You see it at a 95-98% retrace from the previous high. So, Theodore?
It's like basically some kind of symmetrical triangle, right? If there's a down-sloping line that converges.
Yeah, I mean, there's price contraction for sure, yeah. Somewhat. It's not going to be easy because each trend line, right? Remember we had the false breakout, you got to adjust, you know, so of course, yeah, it's contracting. You see it like that, and then it's like this. So yeah, price contraction. So that's why you have the arrows, the up and down, because like that's a neutral pattern. And the daily's given some nice hidden divergence stuff, but then the weekly's showing the hidden bearish divergence, and so it's just like, okay, that's why it's like Comcast, that's why TTI, TPR, SSL before, right? Space, man, SPC, whatever. You just name them, right? AL, my god, dude. What are PCG? Ones we were looking at earlier. I'll just keep naming off assets that have it. COF, Wells Fargo, right? Those things, those got the edge. Bitcoin doesn't really have the edge. It's just kind of, but the problem is people worship Bitcoin. People are obsessed with Bitcoin. I can't make that, make people obsess about where the edge is at any given time on any given asset on any given market, right? Everyone's going to always worship Bitcoin. So everyone's always going to be looking for reasons and, okay, did you hear about the guy who's Satoshi Nakamoto, man? This guy did a video on it. Like, who cares? Okay, just,
someone clip that.
People just too obsessed with Bitcoin, always needing to know. I need to know where Bitcoin's going in 5 seconds. I gotta know it. I don't care about, don't tell me about Activision. Don't tell me about gold. I don't care. No one cares about the inverse head and shoulders that played out perfectly, brilliantly on gold. People just care about Bitcoin, doing nothing.
Making money. They want multiples. Hoping for multiples.
But dude, it's
like
like
a lot of people into the stock market, but that is one of the things I've noticed when something's up 15% in 3 or 4 weeks. People are not bad. I'm like, oh god,
it's so much. It seems like it's easier. I mean,
well,
I've just
the stock market was crypto world was November, December 2017 crypto world in late May, early June.
Oh yeah,
it was insane.
It was also that. It was that before the crash too, like January, December started becoming that too. 2019,
Yeah, December through that January run, that was like every time Tesla makes its new wings. Dump is incoming.
I love that double top at 361. Never forget it on Tesla. You made a lot on that.
I waited.
I thought you waited, but they're a lower high.
Came back down and then went back up.
It tested the neckline.
Back down, and I was like, "All right, I'm in."
Yeah, it was like in a way,
I'm starting with you, Seth.
It was like a pseudo partial rise, in a way.
Yeah, you don't catch a knife and you don't jump in front of a rocket.
Yeah,
that's a good point.
Which is like people trying to short Link. And people being like, should I buy now? What's a good value area? Or they don't even ask me that. No one ever asks me, what's a good value area? They're just like, where should I re-enter? Or where should I enter this position? It's like, dude, what were you doing? Were you not watching the stream when it was butting up against $5? And we're like, you know what happens, Larry? You've been butting up against this same area for 365 days. And, when you break these $5 psychological resistances, you can go very fast to next psychological resistance around $10, and you got up to $9 freaking on Link in the course of 48 hours, maybe 72 hours. I mean,
wow.
Those are like, hello, like who cares afterwards? You got to care about it before it's hyped, and that's a problem. People don't understand. We're Matthew McConaughey traders. We like to buy things or short things before they're cool. That's it.
Coming from traditionals, and there's people who do it with crypto. When things start running up that high and then see that last huge spike, it's called a blow off top. Last huge spike of volume. That's big money institutional traders. They're getting you to FOMO in on that last part. They're dumping on your head.
Yeah, and there'll be like clear, concise bearish divergence too on the daily. And then they'll run it up one more time, and it's just like. But then everyone's like, "F this, I'm done."
Yeah.
Did you see Zeus?
They're having to provide liquidity for themselves to get in, get out, get in, get out, and they just market execute.
Like what Radu said. projecting it to go to 7 cents. It could, man. It very well could. But that's like someone being like, Bitcoin's going to 2,000. It's like, where's the technical analysis? Where, like, that's here, man. The arguments, bring them to the table here with charts. You can say, oh, well, based on the flow model of your butt, yes, 7 pennies. That is where we're projected to go. But you got so many supports to break before you get there. So that could take 2 years. That's just like not helping anyone, right? That's, I don't know. That's no, I did not hear about Zeus Capital saying that. No, but cool. You know what a capital company said about Tesla when it was crashing? They said it was going to go down to, what was it, $8 or something? Remember, before it reversed, sprung, and then killed it. You remember that? I think I did like a static video on it. It was like a title of the stream or a video. I don't know. Yeah.
Someone came out, I think it was RBC Capital or something, that they were downgrading it, but raising their price target to above Tesla's current price target, which is already insane. It was like $550 on that run. It ran up to 900. Like, how do you downgrade it? But they have to. They have to do something. But
I don't know.
Raise their price
not to $12 or whatever they said.
Well, yeah, and then an article, I don't know how they figured out, but about 30% of Tesla's price action to the upside is short squeezing.
I could see that. Could definitely see that.
Hated, loved or hated stock on the market.
Yeah.
Shorted like hell.
It used to be AMD for a while. Like, there was a time when AMD was the most shorted asset. Yeah, it was.
It had obnoxious.
It never moved though. It never went anywhere forever. It was like $5. Can we break $5, man? Can we break it? No, dude. No, we're not breaking $5. You go up, you test it, you'd fail. And then eventually you did break it and you went up to $10. And of course,
there a big
50.
subreddit gang or something like that.
No, it was Stock Twits. Yeah, there's just a cult
Stock
following.
Twits, that's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah, cult following. AMD is still there.
They went. I think I remember reading.
I was in Nvidia gang though. Like, I was like, with AMD, it's okay, dude. But
and they were pissy when Lisa Su got hired because we were back around.
Yeah.
I'm pretty happy now.
Dude, and that thing, it has to happen for AMD to actually.
I didn't know what these were back then. I looked up AMD and it's like a semiconductor. I was like, all right.
Well, I really.
What that meant? I'm like, computers. All right, that's all I need to know.
I legit. Look at this, man. This is like dead middle of a trading range. Kind of like, it's nice. You're making like high or low. Okay, so what can you do on this? Not much, right? This isn't something like Johnson & Johnson making partial declines on huge rectangles that are 2 years large. Nope. This isn't like COF. This isn't like TTI, TPR, AL. It's not like those. This is just an asset in the middle of a range, and I own a decent amount of it as an investment. And kind of a gamble, because I can't gamble on anything anyway. So, I mean, I'm politics, but okay, $68
Bitcoin could have been
would be the target.
KGN-APTZ1P is selling now, but check KGN on weekly.
KGN Kang.
Beer mugs.
Thank you, Kanji, for the 11. KGN Kangans. This is Kangans Incorporated.
Kogan, I think, isn't it?
Kogan Connect.
Kogan Bogan.
Of course it
All
is.
the Australian stock market. You just type in pay. There's like Zip Pay, Dip Pay, all of them clumping at one time. And now we have it in the US where you can basically buy anything with no credit and pay it off in 4 payments.
Wow. How's that going to go when it doesn't play out? When people don't pay?
Australian people are true to their word. The Americans are going to be like, all right, yeah, I'll pay. Give them a debit card that expires in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Peace. Tell the bill collector to try to get a hold of me.
So I don't know. There's nothing I can do about Fibonacci here. I can go log scale and give that a shot, I guess. You might get better luck there. Yeah, that's definitely looking like it would show something. Let's see, high to low. Yeah, 1.414 fib extension. Boom. Bearish divergence on the daily. Oh, that's pretty disgusting, right? So you're at a log scale on 4.4. There's a lot of selling, but look at the pullback, 1703. I mean, eventually 1136 is going to fill. Oh, God, good. I mean, what do you do? What do you straight line?
Too.
Oh my God, dude, don't even go there. That's insane. That is stupid. Look at this Kanji of Aries. Yeah, dude. Wow. What the? Yeah. 200 though. 200. So the problem is these can't work, I guess. I mean, they can, but they're just, you get it, right? It's broken. It doesn't work. It's a 200 that's way above,
Go to 2272.
It can go to the 2272?
Yeah.
Really? On X to D?
I have Stubbs book up right now.
And it goes to 300% retrace on B to C?
Bearish butterfly.
Thought it couldn't go above the 1618 on X to D.
You're right. What am I looking at?
You're looking at B to C though, probably. B to C's because this is a 300% though. Yeah, I don't think we can do this. I mean, I get it though. I get it. It's like the wave. Or yeah, I mean
But you got all these fib nodes memorized.
Yeah, you're too high. What is the
gross on the MACD? Gross on the RS, like really gross. I hate that. Oh, I mean, I love it, I guess. But like when you were overbought, showing bearish divergence on both humps, that's good stuff, man. That's like strong. Look at the head and shoulders. I know you're not supposed to do that, but it's like, look, left shoulder head, right shoulder on the daily on Kogan's RSI. It's nuts. Don't worry about it. Just worry about this. And that's implying reverse the downside, but who knows, man? Money printer's gonna go on Kogan Incorporated's. Wow, I don't know, man. Good luck. Thanks, dude.
Is this current price action the daily?
Yes.
Is it dumping that bad?
Yeah, that's a dump. And that's like one of your largest candles you've seen yet. Since it's looking like to me, you have to go back to March 23rd to see a candle as large as the one we're seeing today. Yeah, market's open too.
Slide some money over to my Aussie funds accounts. See how the close goes.
Yeah, set up an alert. Good luck. Good luck on Bitcoin, everyone.
It'll have a little 236 retrace, try to run back up and test it.
Yeah, they're all just, those markets are just following ours. That happened yesterday.
Most of their market.
They all follow. Yeah, they follow us.
50% is, it's our investors investing in the ASX.
Yeah.
It's owned by State Street. The S&P ASX.
Get wrecked, Aussies. You hear that? State Street owns it, man. There's nothing you can do about it, man.
BlackRock just bought a bunch of.
BlackRock just bought Australia.
ZipPay. All the Afterpay, ZipPay, Virgin Galactic Pay.
Dang, man. We've been going 2 hours, 17 minutes.
Hey, Mitch, did you have a look at Ally,
I'm
please?
looking for a book for
I'll see you
Harmonics, and I don't know which one to get.
Sorry, there was like a TTS that was happening in my ear. Ally. Yeah, it looks similar to everything, right? I mean, it's like that 4 hour inverse head and shoulders after making consecutive higher lows. It rallied. Go get a coin, Zashawn. Get a coin, flip it. That's probably gonna be your answer, okay? That's earnings, man, and there's nothing that we can do about it, right? Well, let me just go to it on this chart. Ally.
Ultimate harmonic pattern strategy book by Casey Stubbs.
They're all online. There's charts and Patreon that are king, that are pinned.
By Casey Stubbs.
Yeah. Like I said,
That's not
there's
that
all
bad.
sorts. There's all sorts. All the same patterns are things in different. I posted a chart with all of them there. Multiple people have. Like if you go to
I wanted to
educational
read
resources-
more about like the insights into them, so it sticks a little bit more. So it's not just
Not
like,
a lot
you
of
know,
writing in it.
Oh, okay.
It's mainly the
Be
charts.
careful here on Ally.
Trader interest here. Yeah.
On Ally, it's like a bearish bat. You're the PCZ at it. I mean, if a bearish catalyst came to be for Ally, this would be perfect for it to dump, you know? But at the same time, where you just said the Momo.
Bearish catalyst for earnings.
Yeah.
Monday.
For banks, yeah. So careful. Careful.
And the back test of the big gap down.
Oh, there's plenty of gaps. Look at this gap at 1591. Is that what you're talking about? Or are you talking about the one from 1220 or April 3rd at 1220?
The one I'm talking about is from March, the gap down, where you came up and filled it to start.
Oh, yeah. There are gaps there for sure.
Hit it and gap that, hit that gap and dump. That was it.
Yeah, it's not nice. I mean, it's like you broke that 2059 and ran straight up. You think about this, right? Critically here, where you come, I think Ally, it would be prudent if one was trying to long this, let this thing come down to 2059 for a gap fill and a spring back test, the spring from December of 2018. That would be perfect for that area to gain an entry for a long. That's strategic. That's nice. Right here, what are you gonna do, man? Just straight up.
$20 area too.
Yeah,
area.
$20 psychological support. Yep. And if it pivots there, yeah, if it pivots there, you could very well just continue doing what you've been doing, which is higher highs, higher lows. Yeah, up 2.28% today. Good luck on earnings, man.
Yeah, and look at after the dump, the almost ascending triangle that you made, where the top of that was. It's another.
What is this?
support area. The dump and the March dump.
Yeah, I see that.
When you came up and kind of.
Oh
made the
yeah,
ascending triangle,
yeah,
the top
right
of it.
there. Yep.
That's another support area.
Well, we already tested that.
2017. Yeah. That was a nice back test.
Yep.
We'll break out of that ascending triangle. Look at that back test. Drop below it, and then you didn't really have a big candle that gave you a signal to get out of it. But that coming back down to test it is.
Yeah, I don't think you want to go down there anymore. Like that. That's like I don't think I would be messing with Ally below $20 probably. Right. That's just too important at this point. It's like if it falls below that, it's like that's terrible. That's like.
Yeah,
why would I own this
bad
asset?
Technicals and really bad fundamentals.
Yep.
going on right
Yep.
now.
Double whammy. Yeah, awful, man. Yeah, so there's promising stuff across the market still. Lots of value, lots of potential good trades on individual assets, but not Bitcoin. Bitcoin right now is not really a very good asset that's showing just flashing lights of yes, there's a reason to buy, there's a reason to sell. There's not that. It's not very good. It's very murky right now. And before TA's fake because of that, you know. Anyway, I think I'm gonna get some Z's, get some rest.
This was a fun one.
Yeah, it was good. It's very productive.
A lot of good stuff.
Yeah, everyone be careful, patrons, people watching, because remember, it's like we are near all-time lows on volatility on Bitcoin. I mean, since that chart has been put in existence, and that's over 3 years now, we know a huge move's coming. But Not sure which way it's going. I mean, you'd think though, based on logic, common retraces Fibonacci down, duh, right? Because like we're sizing this up like we would any other effing asset. The low point to the high, you've only achieved a 236 and no lower. That's super shallow. So the argument for bulls is like, if there's just so much overwhelming demand, why are we not really violently reversing at the 236? Why would we just keep hanging around? I know.
Receding volume, another one.
Yeah, volume's definitely receding. So that's implying a big move. Volatility is going to return. So just know there's kind of like with the weekly showing the hidden bearish divergence, there's kind of like, it seems like still the bears have a little bit of an edge over the bulls, though on the daily there's real nice hidden bullish divergence on the RSI. So again, when you have mixed signals like that, it's best to go look for something that is not showing mixed signals. Like, why trade? Because it's Bitcoin. That's not good enough of a reason to trade this.
If you're not a U.S. person or are willing to use a VPN, you can go BitNext, Arabic, Kraken. You can go 1x short. That basically keeps you in cash. If it runs up, your Bitcoin, you'll lose Satoshis, but you'll gain dollar value. If it goes dumps, you'll gain Bitcoin and keep the same dollar value.
Yeah, and the main thing is just protect your hold account. You know, like everyone's got a hold account.
Yeah, it's where options come in.
Well,
I've got some stuff on it.
Yeah, hoping that if one buys a put, it expires worthless, but that's wishful thinking right now on Bitcoin. It's crazy though, right? Wouldn't you think it's crazy? It's like everything's mooning except Bitcoin, right? Really gold, silver, maybe copper now. You got all the consumer staples. You've got commodities. You got like corn, cattle. They're all bouncing. Not Bitcoin, not anymore, dude. This one's got a dump. It does it. It hasn't quite yet, but soon it will, or it will either dump hard or it will pump hard. And we will wake up one day, very soon, probably within the next 2 weeks max. Within the next 2 weeks max, we're going to be waking up to $1,000 candle to the downside or upside. Book it. No more than 2 weeks.
Most of your interest is there's $8,000 one for September. That's what most of your interest is, but there's no 8,500. But and then 7,000. But it's costing you 4 to 6% for Bitcoin. Basically $400 to $600.
That's normal though. That's normally what you risk, right, on a standard option on the stock market.
So, because you're not normally buying an at the money. I mean, there are, I can't think of it, $10,090 something $100 stock. It's a bunch of 4-figure stocks now, but
a few of them.
When you spend 3 to 5% of your portfolio to protect yourself with SPY puts, if the market runs up past 3 to 5%, then once you get there, you're break even. If it keeps running up, then but if it drops,
well, you just it goes to zero eventually. Yeah. And that's it.
Still goes up.
Yeah, your hold account grows exponentially, whatever, depending on your multiplier.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm not short. I'm not long it. I don't have to.
Yeah, because it's just like you're not in a real strong position because there are other things to be long on other markets, or there might be other assets on this market to be long on, but it's so homogeneous, however you want to say it, tomato, that we know once Bitcoin's volatility returns, every single asset that has done things, that is doing things, that is setting up to do things will all fail. It will all dump to much lower levels. That is why this is a trader's market. People forget about it because of these lulls, these 9-10 week lulls. You think you're safe with your VeChain. You think, oh, it's a great investment, man. Great investment on XLM, dude. Great investment on Cardano. Nah, it's not going to be. When Bitcoin, if the hammer comes down on Bitcoin, those are all going to be coming back down to much lower levels. So preserving capital, very important in this market. You can get sucked in with some hopium.
I'm gonna have to trade a new grout here for Ripple. Holy crap!
23 cents? Or is it 32?
It used to be 32.5 cents, and it went down to 21.5 cents.
You had to make an Alex Cobb amendment.
Yeah.
Or something.
And that was 28.5 cents. Then it went down to 21.5 cents.
I could have sworn it was 32 cents or something. I don't know. It was there forever.
Multiple ones. I'm looking at a line.
19 cents.
I think I made it a new graph. I think I have 3. So I gotta pick one and stick with it. No, there you go. Dow came up with 50% retrace.
Yeah.
Okay, sometimes it goes to 61.8. So
236, right?
Golden, 382. It's another, we're close enough.
Yeah, it's just it's perfect, man. I don't know, like
stable coin.
It's super stable. It's terrible investment. Like that's what I'm saying. Like holding that long term. What are you waiting for, dude? Like it's just.
They're talking about their IPO coming up,
and it's gonna do nothing for XRP, right? I mean, what's they gonna do for XRP, the utility token?
Ripple,
and it's all gonna be speculative news pump. I mean, that's not organic. That's not sustainable.
They're gonna have to. Have to release all their statements.
Could be bad.
They sell Ripple, they're gonna have to file an 8K or a 10G or 10F.
You're talking about like public listing of like them selling or something? Yeah, like
they're
people will see it.
That are represented, even though they can claim it's a utility token of the company. That is going to be a violation of SEC regulations. That there's going to be it'll be interesting to read their IPO filings.
You think they would IPO in extremely bullish market conditions to get like tons of hype going? Remember the Long Island Iced Tea blockchain company during the FOMO? Like, just the money just wants to go in.
Well, I mean, they
open
you start to prepare yourself.
Can you go up or down?
Wait, what?
What's that?
You have an open poll for like if the move is going to be to the upside or the downside
for Bitcoin.
Yeah,
if we're gonna go up to break 99.50 or dump down.
Yeah, which first?
Let's see.
That was an old straw poll that you did. That you keep pulling up.
Yeah, I'd have to look it up. I don't know if I've saved it, but I don't know if I did one like that. I knew I did one like what will happen at 99.50 majorly reverse, and that's exactly what's happened. We remember the poll; it's still there. 99.50.
It was the minority that said we're going to
go
to the downside.
Yeah, it was like 30-40% right here. But at the time, we had not even tested it. There was a chance we would have never tested it, but we did. And the only thing we've done since then is we're at the lowest. Pretty much the lowest level we've been since that 99.50 was tested. So those people are winning still. But it's not a major reversal to the downside. Not quite yet because the consolidation's still going on. But soon we will know. Soon, man. But yeah, we're dumping now.
Based on this new data.
What's up?
Sorry to interrupt you.
No, you didn't.
Should do a new one based on this new data tomorrow.
Yeah, for sure.
Like the general sentiment for down versus up on this.
Yeah, I hate that I repainted all this kind of stuff tonight. This is a good thing about having people on stream. It helps me. It's like, open my mind up a little more. And then we have situations like this where it looks so clear and concise about what maybe is coming next. And yeah, I fear like maybe by the time I'm streaming tomorrow, the move's happened, right? We'll see, dude. We'll see. 9,080. Right? That's wishful thinking considering the amount of time we've been stuck here. But yeah, I mean, it's getting close. Real close. All right, y'all. I'm a hang up. Dude, thank you all so much for coming out. I mean, great turnout. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Got the value out of it. Yeah, big time,
Yeah,
man.
had a great time. Thanks guys for doing this.
Everyone participate, dude.
All right.
A lot more insight and enjoyable.
Yeah. We got AT&T, we got J&J, we got State Street, we got Comcast doing things. What is the other one? We got my God, man.
STT.
Yeah, a whole list of them at this point. Tindy Town, that's where we're at. We're in Tindy Town. So, yeah, y'all just hit me up if you need anything in the Patreon chat. Because of y'all, I mean, I'm able to come back daily and do what y'all want me to do, and that's what I love, and that's the charts. So really appreciate it a lot. Okay, y'all are the backbone of this community. Okay, love y'all. Peace. All right, chat. It's been fun. 9,075. Bitcoin's looking weaker and weaker now, and the big move's coming. You heard it, man. The big move's coming. And it looking more and more like down now. It really is. Okay, so just be careful. Remember, TA is about giving yourself an edge for a trade. We don't really have the best edge on Bitcoin, okay? But definitely argument for the downside looks very real, especially when we flip the chart and you can clearly see that accumulation at critical supports, right? I mean, great argument for upside, kappa, downside, okay? One guess. And thanks for the 277 here on a 2 hour, 34 minute night stream, dude. That's decent numbers. So thank y'all. Really do appreciate y'all. Y'all best community out there. Very grateful. I'll be back. Till next time. Respect the TA.
name is JP. I am a robot. I like robots. I have a robot vagina.
Bow to your sensei. Bow to your sensei!
Adios, turd nuggets.